Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Yes, CR says now or not. Oh, look at this. I was flying in here. All right. How is everyone doing? Yes, I saw the timer and I'm like, well, that might be more like 4 minutes because, all of a sudden I had to use. I can't speak. I had to go use the ceramic throne. Hopefully the live stream doesn't glitch out too much. Ever since I've been in my bedroom doing it. Gee, that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Live streaming. I have been depending on Wi Fi, and sometimes that will cut out. Plus, we do have some ice and stuff going on outside ice and snow and wind. All the things. When I looked outside, I thought it was maybe 6 inches. I have not went out personally to measure it. But according to the 24-hour snowfall totals, it's supposed to be up to date in my area, specifically where I'm at. It's supposed to be between 8 to 9 inches at the moment. So I'm a little off on my measurements. Yeah. I want to say hello to everyone. Did your pond freeze? Oh, yeah, it froze so much I can't even swim. There I am. So hello to CR. Hello to RWC Toyman. Does Ron know that I can't swim? Yes. Or the ice. Or the glitch. I don't know. And who here knows that I am having, I don't want to tip it. Darn it. It's sunk down. Oh, here, you can see it kind of, sort of, right? There are marshmallows. Those little white things. This is not hot chocolate. It's called a cappuccino. Who said you cannot put marshmallows on a cappuccino? I'm going to take my spoon out of my yogurt. And I need to mix this or something. A little yogurt in your cappuccino. It's okay. Gives it a little tart flavor, right? But yeah, who says you can't? Tastes good together. A little bit of marshmallow, a little bit of cappuccino. Yummy. Look at this. Tim Hortons. I did notice on the handle it's starting to flake a little. Hopefully this doesn't flake off. That would be sad. So far, that's staying good. Apparently, CR is sipping on coffee. I know that my honey is sipping on coffee because he said he was going to fill up another cup. But I don't know what the rest of you are drinking or eating. I believe that Joey, he was in here before the stream started. I don't know if he's still here. Square table degenerative. I'll just call him Joey. Anyway, he said he was going to get some donuts. So, who knows? What was I doing that for? Am I entertaining myself? I have no idea. It's so hilarious. You get to see the hilarious fishy, apparently. She doesn't know what to do herself. Just letting you know, I'm letting someone know that we're live. I have some blueberries and raspberries. I'd say they're fresh, but they're as fresh as you can get them from the store. Along with some plain yogurt that I added honey to. And a little bit of vanilla. So yeah, please feel free. Let me know what you are having. Are you having donuts? Are you having coffee? Are you having yogurt? Are you having cappuccino with the most heathen thing ever called marshmallows on top? I mean, I don't know. Are you having hot chocolate? Are you having tea? Are you having water? Are you having juice? And I can't even speak it all smoothly here because I'm trying to speak too fast. Oh. Are you having eggs? Fruit? What else is for breakfast? I mean, you could even have a steak for breakfast. Actually, you can. If you go to a restaurant called Perkins, they do offer steak and eggs or something like that. It's 0 F there. I don't know what it is here. Must not be 0 since it's snowing. It's probably 30s or something. I'll have to look. I did it again. Must be my new thing to do. All right. Cool. Oh, I guess I don't know if I said water. You could be drinking water. Ice Mountain. I'm not sponsored or nothing by these peoples, but I would like to be. I drink their water all the time. All right. Good enough on that little message. I mean, I'm sitting there just letting it sit there, and I'm like, could you just send it? Good enough. Okay. I'm just mixing my yogurt here because I have, oh geez, that was a clump of honey that was not mixed in yet. Oh yeah, I will look at the temperature in a little moment here. CR, I know you're big into the weather. There we go. That's better. Can you hear that? A little bit of ASMR when you eat food and you hear all the sounds, which could be gross, but it's actually entertaining somehow. Look at that. Nice, ploppy, smooth yogurt. Perfect. I just get the plain yogurt. That way it doesn't have any artificial coloring, no sweeteners. That way I can choose what goes in to make it not so tart. So today I just used some nice raw honey, and like I said, a little bit of vanilla extract, and it's just fine. A little bit tart still maybe, but I'm going to be adding some berries. Who doesn't like a little berry in their life? Huh? Makes me think of the garden, especially the raspberries. Once you freeze them, they're not the same. They look lovely in this lovely bowl. Wow. They might look lovely in that lovely bowl, but then I'm going to put the berries and a little bit of water, apparently, into my bowl to eat. Did you see the drips of water? Yeah. That'll just loosen up the yogurt a little. One of my favorite breakfasts on earth. Yogurt, sweetened with honey, a little vanilla, and berries of your choice. Raspberries and blueberries, in my opinion, are the best. All right. Now it's time to check the weather. The temperature, anyway. I can see what's going on. There is a window over there. It is snowy. There's ice on my windows. It's windy. And apparently there's 8 to 9 inches of snow. And it's getting very blustery, thus the blizzard warning is out. AFK, but listening. I don't know. 26 degrees. Yeah, so it says it's 26 degrees, but because of the wind chill, it feels like 12 degrees. It's going to get down to 2 degrees tonight. Blizzard warning now until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, which would be Monday morning. Oh, so that I'll tell you this, yeah. So there's a blizzard warning, and then the threats are adverse winter weather is occurring or expected. Well, yeah, it's occurring. Potential threats include snow. Yep, there's snow. Power disruption. Thankfully, not yet. My lights still work. What else? Wind and low visibility. Well, right now when I look out, I can see everybody just fine. So my eyes are still working and the snow is not flying. No. There is wind, but I wonder if the snow ended up heavy enough that it's not blowing around, or maybe it's just in my area where it's more enclosed. It could be worse out on the freeway. I saw an update that maybe in town here they might be working on the roads, but a lot of the more major side roads, like the highways, are not being worked on. It's more the freeway or freeways that are around our area that are being worked on. And they're basically telling people, don't go anywhere. No. Snow place like home. There you go. He's trying to be funny saying no place like home. Yeah. Snow place like home. Yes. I'm trying to remember what AFK stands for. I think that's a gaming term when you're like not there, but things are still happening. You got donuts? Are you sharing? Oh, away from keyboard. But gamers use that term, right? Because I've heard people say, I'm AFKing right now as they're gaming. See, I know things. And here I was thinking of a swear word. I don't know why. It's like, there's something where it's as something as the F-U-C-K thing. Donuts for everyone. Yep. I was gonna say I've heard that term. I'm not personally a gamer, but I've heard of it. So that's why as soon as I saw CR said that, I was like, I don't remember what it means, but I know I've heard gamers talk about it. Come on, Dory. It's not that I forget. I'm not a gamer. The 90s. I kind of wish I could go back to the 90s. The 1990s was like the main prime time of my life, it feels like. Yep. Although it's weird. It's like my life, body-wise or maybe stress-wise, was more minimal, but yet I didn't know where I was going in life yet, right? I was still growing up. I was single. Yeah. Very busy with 4-H and stuff. Busy with my family. I kind of wish, this is what I wish. I wish I could like rewind and go back with the mindset I have now, because then I could go back and enjoy it more. Not that I didn't enjoy it then, but we don't enjoy it as much as we should in the moment. I know later on, when I was in my like later teens, I was too concerned about, like, am I going to meet somebody? Am I ever gonna get married? Am I ever gonna have, like, little ones? I don't know. And it's like you're always looking forward to the next stage of life. Am I gonna get a job? I don't know, all the things. Am I gonna get my own house? Hey, I remember this. My mom was really good about making sure we ate healthy, and so, we were limited to how much candy, uh I look down here because look, I wanna show you something. This did not happen there. That was full. No, I didn't eat all that. I had some people over and they ate it. But anyway, that wasn't usually in the house, and if it was hidden. And I remember being a little rebellious in my brain, thinking, fine, one day when I get older, when I have my own house, I am going to fill the cupboards with candy, and there's nothing mom can do about it, kind of thing. Well, the problem is, you get older and you realize junk food is not good for you. And so that's why you're like, mom was right, eating my healthy food. It's just funny. What goes through our minds when we're younger, I guess. Is that who ate it? Because I was like, there was more. Hey, I see Tay in the house. Hey, girl, how are you doing? Is it just me or I don't know? The camera seems to be picking me up like I look like I got really, really pink lips today, and my face looks pink. It's just weird. I really don't look like that. I don't think. Let me look. I don't look like that in real life. I looked in the bathroom mirror. Let me look. Let me look on my phone. No, it doesn't look like that. Why does it look like that on screen? That is weird. That is so weird. Well, note to self: if I ever want to have lipstick on, all you have to do is go live, and it looks like you do. Messages. Oh, and by the way, unless you hear something different, Tay and I are going live today. We are both stuck in our homes because of the snow and ice. It's not like you're going to escapee and decide not to go live. So, as long as we still have electricity and all the things. Wow, it's getting windier. Don't fall down, tree. That would be bad. Oh, 1 second. I'm just writing a note to somebody. All right. Yeah, you have snow, heavy too. Well, see, that's the thing I was just talking about. I know they're talking about blizzard, but because of it being wet, I don't know if much of it's going to go up into the sky like they're thinking. You know how like sometimes you get that really powdery light stuff, and that's when it gets really blizzardly. But yeah, so far it's quite windy outside, but not by my house, anyways. It's not having whiteout conditions. Now, that doesn't mean that it's safe to be driving about. If you are affected by this storm, I highly suggest that you stay home. Why take the risk? Why take the risk? What is at Walmart that's calling your name that badly that you have to go? Or Quick Trip, the marvelous gas station that has all the things and they're open 24/7. Where else? I don't know, whatever it is that you're like, I just have to go because I gotta fill my candy jar up again. Is filling up the candy jar, oh, gee, you can't see me there, worth your life? No, because this is going to kill you anyway. No, nothing is worth it. Sorry. Just stay home. As one of the messages I saw online said, and it was a towing company that put this post up that I saw, and it said things like, if you're supposed to work, call in. Like, don't go in. If you're at home, stay home. If you're at work, stay a little longer. And they're saying that they're working on the major freeways, I would call it, not the side highways, okay? Because they're trying to get that going. And I suppose if they get that cleared, that's good. Otherwise, they'll have to close them. There was talk about closing them, but if it's not blizzard-like, maybe they won't. Yes, come by and say hi to us tonight. Tay and I usually are not on very long. Yeah, because we weren't doing extra things tonight, I don't believe. I believe we're just doing the, just letting you know how our weeks went, giving room for you all to share how your week went. It's supposed to be a nice, safe spot for you all to share how things are going in your life. I will be live on both of my channels tonight. It'll be live on Go Fish Office and Fishy Flying Free. So you're welcome to be on one or both. I do need to do a little bit more on my Fishy Flying Free. I also know that Tay has talked about going live on her channel. And that'd be really cool, actually. I don't know all the rules and regulations because she didn't know if she could go live. No idea. They keep changing the rules, so you might as well try. No matter what, though, if she can or can't go live on her own channel, please go check her out. We are collabing together. The content might be on my channels right now, but she's a huge part of this, so you need to go and check her out. Watch her videos. Give her some love. Give her some support. Do it now. And I do see that Captain Jerk is here. Good to see you. I'm thinking Skull Candy now. Skull Candy. Must be because Captain Jerk is in the house. Yeah, you betcha. All right. Oh, yes. Oh, if you were here last night and you got to the point where you see me, because you see me for a bit and then you see Ron for like an hour and then I'm back for like an hour, hour and a half. Anyway, I had this on, right? This wonderful sweatshirt. Yeah. And by the way, if you're wondering what happened here, it's called the washer. This one's... This makes me think I'm talking about people now. This one's straight and this one's not. So it was really funny because I put this on. It was a clean sweatshirt and I was going to go do some like cleanings as normal. And I didn't even pay attention. But after I went to a bunch of places to clean, thankfully not many people were probably paying attention to me, but I look and it's like this. So I have this goofy thing like this the whole day, and this is straight and long. So it took a while to unwind this. It must have got wrapped up in the washer or the dryer. So I've been trying to flatten it out. Do you have any tips, or is it always just going to be this weird curly dude or dudess? I got straight and not straight. I know, confusing. Believe me, I'm straight. All right, long story longer. I was very, 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 very tired last night by the time I went to bed, and I was just going to lounge on the couch temporarily because I was, tired, but I'll do my bathroom stuff, the rest of my bathroom stuff later, whatever. Might have to use the potty or, splash a little water on my face, whatever. Yeah, I fell asleep. So this was my pajamas. Yeah. So I'm sure I smell great today. I did brush my hairs a little bit because I'm trying to hide the fact that my hair is quite greasy today. Do not look too close. Along with my lips that look like they have makeup on. This is so weird. Maybe it's just on Restream. I'll have to watch the play. I was going to say the playback. The replay on YouTube. I don't have YouTube up right now because this looks weird. Oh well. Looks like a 4-leaf clover. Oh, when I was holding it up, yeah. Clean humor. Use a straightener. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I don't think I even have a clothes. I don't even have an iron. I don't own an iron. I don't own an iron for my clothes. I just realized that. I hate ironing though. So, I probably never use it. You know what I do want to get? A steamer, I think it's called. A clothing steamer. I've heard that is miraculous. Then you don't need to use a stupid ironing board. Have you ever done it when you're ironing a shirt or a pair of pants and the stupid crease starts and you go like this and you made more of a wrinkle than anything? Mm-hmm. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'd rather have clothes that don't really have wrinkles. And if they do, they'll match me. It's okay. If you've noticed, there are some clothing, whatever their materials are made of, that are more wrinkle prone. And truly, if they're ultra wrinkly, they just go bye-bye. Instead of ironing them or fixing it, I'll just let somebody else have it. You can deal with it. Thank you very much. I suppose I can ask the question then. Who here in the class today enjoys ironing their clothes? I know there's certain people out there, not to get TMI, but they even iron their underwear and then fold them just right. If you're that person, kudos, cool. That's not me. It's clean. I toss it. There it is. All done. I like. That's funny. I have an iron. I never use it. Maybe I should make grilled cheese sandwiches with it. I've seen those TikToks and YouTube and Facebook and whatever other social. I think it's sushi apparently. Who wants sushi? Social media, and they use like their toaster for the weirdest of things and their clothing iron, and I'm like, oh, waffle makers. That's another big one. Almost done eating here. And you all have to let me know. Do you enjoy solo fishy streams? If you do, I can try to do more of these. But like I've stated before, if it's a bother, if it's a waste of time, or you're like, who cares, then I won't. Not that people are going to influence me one way or another. Live streams, well, okay, they do in this point because I'm asking you. Like videos, for example. I will still do videos the way I like. I like to hear what you think, and I may incorporate that into my videos. But with my past of who I've been with and all that, I have decided I'm independent. I'm going to do what I want, what I wish. I will ask you guys for opinions, though, because I run out of ideas. In regards to live streams, I know I used to live stream way more before, but it does take time out of my precious day. You all have precious time, so I do appreciate every single one of you for being here, because it takes time out of our real life to be here, be it live streaming or in the chat. And with that, before I continue with that little rant, I want to say hello to Gil Skills. Oh my goodness. Made my day. Thank you so much. You all are making my day. But anyways, doing videos, if you're a YouTube person, which most of you, if not all of you here are, you know that doing any content on YouTube takes time. Live stream, no, you don't have to really think ahead unless you want to write down some notes for the day. You just sit down and start blabbing away, right? But you're sitting down in front of a screen, in front of this camera, and you can't really do anything else unless you're live streaming while you're cooking or playing at the trains or recycling, or unless you're doing it while you're doing a project, we are literally stopping our day and we're here to see our friends, and that's fine. But it's like, in my mind, I'm thinking there's dishes I could be doing, there's laundry I could be doing, I could be cleaning the house. So it's like, do you really like this? If you appreciate this time, I will put aside time for you. Otherwise, I'll be like, never mind. I won't do much for live streams and I'll just do videos. There's pros and cons to both. I do have some videos I'm going to edit today, so keep that in mind. And before I continue with that little talk, I have to say hi to the hottest man on earth. And nobody here take that wrong. He just happens to eat really hot stuff. So if you want to see someone who eats hot stuff, who likes donuts apparently, he probably likes to put hot sauce on them. He's here in the house. Go check him out. Go check out my mouth. Go check out everybody here, please, and thank you. We got CR in here, or Creative Redundancy. I call him CR because, I mean, it's in his logo, and we just call him that, right? It's like right there. And then, well, Captain Jerk, I don't think he's done much lately on his channel, but he still has some cool content. You have Gill Skills. Okay, here's a little story about Gill Skills. Sorry, people, my tongue is getting wrapped around whatever. I never thought in my whole life I would get to talk to Gill Skills. Okay, this may sound silly. He's probably laughing on his side because he's like, I'm just a person. What are you talking about? But way back when I first met Gill Skills, I can't remember who introduced me. If it was, I don't know, I'd be guessing. So to that person that introduced me to Gill Skills, thank you very much. But I mean, he's got like all these subscribers and he's just so professional and he's got his cool intro and it's like, he's like, what would you call that? He's like a celebrity. That's the word. I was going to say an actor, but I suppose he can act too. Was it? Anyways, he's like this celebrity on YouTube. I'm like, and then like I type in the chat and he actually responds. I'm like, wow, I only have like 1 subscriber, but okay, it was more than that, but way less than him. And then it's just interesting to meet people because I thought I'd never get to talk to them behind the scenes. And that's just one example of somebody that, he's a pretty cool, humble person who actually will talk to the little people like me. Little people. Anyway, there's more examples of such, but I just thought of that now, of other people I've talked to. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. YouTube is amazing. Oh, what are you known as? I'm known as CR here. Yeah, then you got CR. He's always playing with words. People in the chat, here we go. If you can think of my friends, I should say my friends here in the chat. I mean, not just people, you're my friends. CR loves it if you can come up with words that have a C and an R in them. Doesn't matter if it's at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. Type in the chat a couple words right now that have a C and an R in it. Please. Thank you. And what do we got going on here? So happy we can see the fish in person. Glad she took off the veil. That's true. Because, see, he used to see me like this, just like everybody else here. It was a pulsating fishy. And that was it. All you did was hear a voice way back here. What does she look like? How old is she? How young is she? I have no idea, but now you do. But I still, in regards to seeing in person, I still would love to meet more of you in person. I have gotten, well, obviously, I've met Ron, RWC Toyman. I even lived in Canada for almost a year with him. Okay, so yes, I met Ron. I've met, well, he's not here right now, but Brian, who lives down in Indiana. I was going to say I have listened. Yes, I have listened to him too. I have seen Gill Skills, aka Bob. I have not met Everything Spicy yet. I have not. That is so sad. One day. And CR? When it gets to be less cold in your area, maybe. Captain Jerk, I have not met you in person yet either. We got to fix some of these things. Now, Tay, I have met Tay several times. What is it now, Tay? 4 or 5 times? I lose track, which is a good thing. That means we've met each other several times. And I'm not just talking virtual peoples. Nope. Nope. I was lucky enough to meet a bunch of YouTubers in Nashville years ago. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Okay, did anybody put any words in for CR? Oh, CR. You are so funny. Oh, yes, you did hear right. Everything Spicy does have a hot channel. Yes, you got to go check him out. Go check him out today. All for the right reasons, please. All for the right reasons. Vocabulary, yes, that has a C and an R. And see how he likes to emphasize the C and the R. So if you can type in a word and emphasize the C and the R. Like here, I'll do an example. So easy. It's a very easy word, but like this. Let me highlight it. Care has a C and an R in it, doesn't it? Because we all care. Yeah. No one close to me in Michigan. Well, you know what? That doesn't mean there can't be a road trip. I know, Captain Jerk. You invite me over, but you way over there. Time, money, where I'd stay, where I'd eat. I don't know. Which comes down to money, basically. Aha, see? Another word. Oh, CR, you're in his last name. That's cool. Very cool, very cool. And has anybody else here been a rebel like me and put marshmallows in your cappuccino? Oh, wow, look at that word. Well, there you go. Oh, a creator too, yeah. Abacrab. I don't even know how you say that word. Everything's spicy. But it does have all kinds of letters in it. That'll make... Oh, I see. He fixed it now. But anyways, creator. Oh, Abercrombie. Abercrombie. I could be totally wrong how I'm saying that. Cooler. Yes, we know you're cooler. Mm-hmm. Oh, geez. Now we're getting into this. Mm-hmm. Influencer. Says the man himself. One of the people inspired and influenced me. Okay. Well, I know. If it will type, you're typing away and you don't even look, and well, you had to click in the box for it to actually type. I'm just clicking the air. How about crumble? Just crumble away. Crumble, crumble. Ta-da! Discover CR words and cover them well. CR, you should do a live stream and have the title something like "Who can come up with the most words with CR in them" or something. That'd be fun. Oh, I don't know if anybody really let me know if they like me live streaming or not. I do enjoy doing live streams, especially my solo. I guess this would be morning coffee stream or something, huh? Probably keep it at around an hour, I say. I mean, unless we get a lot of people in here. It could go to 2 hours. Silencer. Oh. How about we do it this way? Oh, geez, before I go on. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, so I had trouble with that other word you typed, but here's a super long one. But thanks to my childhood, I do know how to say that word right there. And it does actually have a meaning, I believe. And I believe it's in the dictionary, which is kind of crazy. They keep adding new words to it. So here we go. Ready, everyone? Let's sing. 1, 2, ready, go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Anyway. All right. Solo fishies, the best fishy format. Okay, that must be a yes. I'll show a slicer. We have a handful of wonderful people in here. So, yes, that's right. CR, I did say so. How about you put a 1 in the chat if you like fishy live streams? If you do, I'll try to make them more regular. They may only be about an hour long, so I can fit it into my busy schedule. But if you do enjoy it, maybe I can plop a few of them per week, or at least one. At least once a week, I can commit to. Maybe it end up being twice a week of fishy live streams. And it'll be about an hour or more, depending on how many people are here. All right, what we got going on here, CR? Yes, they do occur a lot. Yes, they do. I don't think I even opened my water yet. Not sponsored by Ice Mountain. Oh, you are so funny. 1. Makes me think when Nora was live the other day, and he said he was going to do a mail call. He's talking mail like, snail mail in the mailbox, mail call. Well, this is what I typed in the chat. I had funniness in my brain. I wrote, oh, mail call. A mail call. You didn't even type a 1. Do you not like my live streams? Come on, everybody, type a 1 if you want to see more live streams by Fishy. To answer your question, what are we up to? Well, what I am up to is absolutely nothing outside of my home because I'm a little bit snowed in and iced in and all the things in, which is a good thing though, because I plan on taking the time to catch up on my house because, okay, I do cleaning for a living, as a lot of you know. And so I go and I get paid to clean and tidy other people's homes and organize and all the things. Well, what do you think happens when you come home and you're tired and it's been a long day focusing on other people's homes and businesses? It's called my house gets neglected. A little bit. I mean, I do what I can. I usually aim for dishes and laundry. So I know earlier I said I should be doing dishes and laundry, but to tell you the truth, I might have a little bit of laundry in here. Not too much. But there's like maybe, well, now I got a couple more pieces of dishes, I guess. But there's maybe 2 things in the sink because I did a bunch yesterday. Yeah. Anyway, editing videos though. I do have a couple videos to edit. She's a cleaner. I am. Is he looking for a boyfriend or an encounter? There's always Grin Doctor? I don't know. She's a cleaner. So what are you doing this weekend? Everybody else, like Gil Skills and so on and so forth in the chat. Let us know. Oh, when I went to this new cool store called Ollie's, just opened here not too long ago in a town not too far, so I had to make the trip the other day. I just had to. But look how big this is. You get 3 canvases, and they're huge. And then it's basically, I mean, it says $9.99, basically $10. I get 3 of them. And for me, anyways, that seemed like a heck of a deal because normally, if you just get one that's like a smaller one, it's almost the price of what each of these cost me. So, yeah, I had to grab it. And it's the kind of store that once they're gone, they're gone. And they only had so many of these. So I was like, yeah, because it's a 16 by 20. Seems to me when I've seen them in the store, I don't know how many were in the stack. It might have been only for one. It might have been like $10 for one or something. I don't know. That was a heck of a deal. So I had to grab it. So painting might be something I do. Well, I don't know what you were saying. Were you saying grinder or grinda? I don't know. Grin doctor. I don't know. Had a poker night potluck at my house last night. Oh, that's right. It was a lot of fun, but came away broke. Oh, no. Well, you better make more content then, huh? Or find some more metal. Speaking of which, if I ever get to come out to visit you, not that I'd be very fast at it or any good, but I still would like to put my hand to trying to do some of that in the garage. What do you call it? Recycling? No. My brain is having a pooper time right now. But I want to do what you do in the garage with the metal, and you like separate the metals and take off the plastics and find all the wonderful copper. And I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, do my hand at that and be like, hey, I did it. And who knows, maybe I'd like it. Scrapper. You're a scrapper. You kind of like recycling then, right? Kind of. You're recycling it into scrapping it. I don't know. Scrapper. I want to do the scrapper kind of stuff. At least try it. Why not? Who says I can't? I might be a girl and I might not have ever done it. But who cares? I'm a farm girl. I can do anything. It was, but my wallet was flush. Full house, huh? You have a tell you free. Oh, yeah, I know. It sounded fun. He told me about it. Said I'm invited, but I mean, he's a little far away. Copper has a CNR in it. Yep. Scrapper has a CNR in it. And he didn't say if I could or not yet. Can I scrap with you now that I scrapped that idea that, what it's called? Come on now. I definitely won't be as fast and as efficient as you. And I probably need eye protection. I tend to hurt myself. I don't want my eyeballs to get pierced by a sharp piece of metal. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool beans. Yeah, there's things in life I haven't done, and it's like, you know what? Why not? I've never scrapped before, so why not scrap? I have actually never driven a four-wheeler before. Yeah. My cousins in Wisconsin, especially my best friend cousin, as I call him, who lives in Wisconsin, when we were younger, he had a nice ATV. What did they call it? It wasn't just a regular four-wheeler. I had it's like a six-wheeler or whatever they would call it. They should just call it ATV. But I think that was him that had that. My other cousin, that they both live. I have two aunts and uncles that live not too far from each other. One has a dairy farm, and the other one just basically is a hobby farm, kind of like I grew up as. And I know my one girl cousin, I'm just saying that because I'm keeping their names discreet, obviously. She would have, a gator maybe. Was it called a gator? I think hers was called a gator, maybe. It was green, and it had like 6 wheels, I think. And she used that to haul like grain and buckets of milk and different things on the farm. So now I'm trying to remember if my other cousin had a 6-wheeler or if it was truly a 4-wheeler. But either way, it was really cool because it had such endurance. It could go through snow. It was like one of those ATV ideas that are good for all year round. It went through snow just fine, obviously goes through dirt just fine, and grass and gravel and all the things. And I would ride along, like I would hop on behind them on the ATV, but I've never actually driven one. Not that, I don't know, maybe I should or shouldn't drive one. I have no idea. Maybe I'll make donuts. Maybe I'll fall off. I have no idea what I do. But I remember it being fun anyway. Oh yeah, hit the trails. That sounds fun. Car, only go fish. Yes, I've only driven a car, a truck. I actually, well, don't tell anybody. Shh. I drove a semi for a little bit. Just a little bit. A long time ago, like 20 years ago. I was not by myself, though. I basically was in front of somebody else that was right there, but for just a tiny bit, I drove a semi. That was really cool. Just a tiny bit. ATV is also called a quad. Gator has 2 wheels in front and 4 in the back. Yeah, I know for sure my one cousin had a gator. Now I'm thinking my other cousin, I think it was just a 4-wheeler. But yeah, that was pretty neat. He had figured that was a better investment because you know how a lot of people invest in snowmobiles? But the thing is, you have to have enough snow. You can only do it in the winter, and if you have snow. So the ATV made more sense because you can do that year round. One day when money's not an issue, which that probably never be. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to get an ATV. This is my dream. You want to hear my dream, folks? Okay, I call you my folks, but come on, you're my friends. Why do I keep you call you my folks? Well, anyways, my friends. This is my dream. My dream is to get back into the country one day, be it on my own or with somebody, however that would be. My roots are in the country. My roots are not in town. Town life is convenient. I would miss that because, I mean, you just go, okay, I go by miles. I think in town they probably go by blocks, probably, but I'm still a country girl, so I think in miles. So it's like, I don't know, maybe a mile and a half, maybe from here. You can be at a gas station or a grocery store or whatever. Where prior to this, growing up and when I was still married, it's like 20 minutes. So you had to really think ahead, like, where were you going? Make your list for food. You know, you had to think ahead because that's a 20-minute drive all the way to town. Yeah. Where here, it seems like after a while, even going a mile down the road, it's like, you get used to your circumstance, I think. Because now thinking about going all the way a mile down the road, it's like, never mind, I'll do that another day. I already did that run, which is kind of silly because, you know, going 15, 20 miles is a big difference in a mile, but you start getting to a different mindset. So anyways, long story longer, I still want to be back in the country. I'm sure my mindset would be like, darn, the gas station is so much farther now. But see, things would be different though, because I would like to have a huge garden. I would like to have animals. I would like to do a lot of my own, make my own, grow my own things. So I wouldn't actually have to go to town a lot. I wouldn't have to go to the store a lot. So actually, the inconvenience of it being longer would be okay. I can tell a difference of being in town. I think part of it, well, you're like surrounded by people. So I feel like I'm just one of these bird cages along with a bunch of others, right? It's just like, and then sometimes I hear noises. I'm like, what's that noise? My roots, not routes, my roots, however you want to say it. is in the country. Anyways, another thing I've noticed, and I don't think it's psychological. Obviously, when you have a more condensed area of people, all of which need to use electricity, all of which most people have satellite TVs, they have cell phones, they have Wi Fi, they have all these, they use radios, whatever, all these frequencies and electricity and whatever else. I think that has been hindering some of my health. I could be wrong. It'd be kind of cool to be able to go in the country for like 6 months and just test it out. But in theory, I think that's affecting me. And then also the water. I don't drink city water because it's chlorinated and fluorinated and I don't know. There's a bunch of junk in there. Okay, so I don't drink it, but I still shower in it. I still bathe in it. I still wash my fruit. The fruit that was in this bowl with the water that dripped out into my yogurt, that is from the sink. So even though I don't drink the water, my largest organ is getting bathed in it, soaked in it. And then I don't know if you know this, but did you know that if you wash or basically soak anything in the water, it soaks up into you or into the what you're washing? So really, is it worth washing? I hold this because there were berries in here. If you rewind this stream, there were blueberries and raspberries, and they're so good. When I wash those, though, am I actually helping or hindering myself? Or should I be getting more bottled water from the store, which is going to have plasticides in it? It's like you can't get away from anything if you really think about it. Just don't even get out of bed, although the bed sheets are probably killing you. I don't know. If you overthink it, life is just so toxic. Anyway, when I was washing my berries today, I'm thinking the pesticides, the yucky stuff that they put on it, because I didn't grow them. So they put yuck on there to make life easier for them and to have these beautiful berries for us to look at. Okay. But if I'm soaking them in a little water and swishing them around, they're soaking up the chlorine and junk. So I just had a bowl full of chlorine. Yummy. Yeah, because I've done experiments. Like if you have an onion or something and you like wash it, you're not really washing the onion. You're washing the water. You're cleaning the water. I think that's how they termed it. Yeah, you're cleaning the water. Which, here's a thought. When you go to the restaurant, if you want water, and they offer you, or if they give you a lemon slice or a lime slice, you should put that in your glass of water. Yes, you should. Because then that'll attract a lot of that chlorine or whatever junk is in the water. And then you'll probably drink a little bit of a cleaner water. Did you know that? Not only will the water taste a little bit more refreshing with the lemon taste, but it actually cleans the water. Yeah, a good tap probably if I'm thinking long term here. Or I have heard in regards to the shower, they do make, I don't know how efficient they are because, they do sell things and then they don't really do what they say, but you pay good money for it. But I've heard they make shower heads that, I don't know if it's charcoal or what they have in there. Supposedly, when the water goes through this filter that you can put on your shower head, it filters out the chlorine. So, I don't know. Lemonade. Oh, you so clever. Yes. But anyways, long story longer, I don't think it's just psychological. I can feel, I think I'm just affected with a lot of frequencies right now. Here's something interesting, and this is how I know that it's not just my brain being psychologically weird. Back when I was still with my husband, we had somebody come in for a mold test and stuff because we had some mold issues. But also, I think the same person, maybe we had somebody else come out. I can't remember now. But I do know for sure this nice older gentleman came out and he was big into how things are even wired in your home. So it doesn't matter if you're in town or in the country. At the time that we were in the country, But how your electricity is in the walls and stuff and where outlets are and stuff can affect how you live. And it was so interesting because he had me lay down in the bed. And yeah, I think my husband at the time and him went and were at the breaker box or whatever. And they didn't tell me like when they were turning off or on things necessarily, but they kept asking me like, how is it now? How is it now? And it was so interesting how I could feel like, okay, we're like almost tense without knowing it. But at one point I felt so relaxed. I'm like, oh, this is the ticket. I had no idea. They had actually turned off the breaker for the bedroom. But I didn't know that. So I think there's, without us even knowing it, the electricity and stuff around us affects us. So then the thought was at night, if we wanted to have a more restful sleep, because obviously you have to leave it on during the day for things, but at night you turn that off and it gave your body more sleep because you didn't have that frequency going through you. Urban and suburban has those things. Rural is remote and usually agricultural. I've heard that the refrigerator can be one of the worst things too. It radiates things, I guess. I never would think my refrigerator would be radiating anything. It's just a refrigerator. I mean, I know microwaves do. If I use my microwave, I try not to stand right in front of it. That was one thing I didn't appreciate. I won't name where it was, but at the job, I only lasted for 3 months last year. This one lady, she used to be really nice, and then she kind of got a little bit on me a little bit. She was having me shred chicken, which is fine. But she had me do it right in front of the microwave where she was nuking mashed potatoes and whatever else, and it was right by my head. And I was like, I felt weird because like I wasn't supposed to move, but I'm like, you're just nuking my brains out here, and maybe that's part of the reason I'm having issues now. Maybe it's due to that, but there's like 20 minutes or more of nuking in front of my brain. It's like, oh. Anyways, on my own accord, I do not stand in front of a microwave. I know there's supposed to be a mesh thing in there. It's supposed to protect it from doing it, but I don't believe none of that. My grandfather disconnected his house water from the street. He got a tank for spring water in his backyard. He drank it. He cooked with it, bathed in it, washed his clothes in it, and made ice with it. Nice. Whew. Comfortable. Microwave. Yep, lots of CRs. I hate microwaves. Well, see, I grew up without them because my parents weren't keen on them. My ex was not keen on them. So the first I've actually, okay, well, let's see. In between living with my parents and being with my now ex, for about a yearish, I did have an apartment and I did have a microwave, I believe. I don't know if I used it much, but there was a microwave. I'm almost certain. But other than that, I hadn't had a microwave in like almost all my years of life until, how long has it been now? 2 or 3 years? However long I've been, 3 years? 4? How long have I been on my own? Anybody here know? I lose track of time. 2026 it is. Was it 2022? 23, 24, 25, 26. It's probably 3 or 4 years. Oh my gosh, before I go into that more, I have to say hello to my lovely friend Laura. It has been quite a minute since I've seen you. I know you keep quite busy. I hope you're doing well. Just going to hop in the shower. Hello, goodbye, much love. And that's okay. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is what I love about people. There are some live streams where if you go in there and do what she just did, they'd be like making a big deal about it, like, oh, they didn't stay, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. She took the time to say hello, and she's got a busy day. I am just touched that she took that second to say hello. Thank you, Laura. Yes. So always remember that, okay? If you only have a moment to say hello, you will never be guilted here because I understand real life is busy. And if you can take that moment to say hello, that means a million, just a million, I don't know what you call it, million what? My brain has fried from the microwave. A million thank yous? No, I'm gratitude. Lots of gratitude. Yeah. So it's not how long that you are here. Although obviously I appreciate all of you that are able to be here with me, because if I was here by myself, I'd be like, okay, crickets, I guess I'm done. You know what I mean. If you can stay a long while, that I appreciate. If you only have a moment, I still appreciate. Yes. But where was I going with all that? Microwaves. Oh, there's a microwave here. There was a microwave at my previous house I was staying at when I was staying in a lady's basement. And so I did get into the habit of using it for heating up. At her house, I was using it to heat up even water or reheating food. And then here, I do the same. Although I'm kind of thinking I should probably try to start going the other way and do it the old-fashioned way, because I heard that there might be radiation left in the food after you heat it up. I don't know. I definitely will not use the microwave to cook. I mean, I'm guilty of using it for those quick, like just for fun, like every once in a while, like, hey, you can make a cake in a mug in 1 minute. You know, I had to try those. But I'm not going to sit and actually cook in it all the time. I am not going to cook meat in it. I know of relatives that was not only cooking meat, but it was pork at that. Now, I don't eat pork. But if I were going to eat pork, I would not cook it in the microwave because I think you're supposed to cook it really, really well. And I don't know if I trust the microwave. But that's just me, maybe. I don't want to cook any meat in there. It probably isn't going to have much flavor. And are you really going to trust the microwave to cook your raw meat, especially if it's chicken or pork or something that's more sensitive, like you need to have it cooked all the way or you might get sick? Hi, Lee. We had Laura in the house, and now Lee's in the house. And Field. Road layout in the loft. Yeah, pretty cool guy there. I hope things are going well for you and your lady and whatever else is going on in life. Speaking of ladies, Captain Jerk, how is the one and only Crystal doing? She doing well today? The one and only. Jeez, now I gotta cough for a moment. Hold on. A little bit of slime in the back of the throat, you know. I keep looking outside. It's so weird. It wasn't wet. It wasn't windy. And it wasn't white. Even though white is right, some people say. I'm just being silly. Anyway, there was no whiteness outside. It wasn't snowy. Not a drop. Okay, wait. There was maybe 10 snowflakes that hit me yesterday, but nothing that accumulated. There was nothing white on the ground. Just a little bit of flakes. So you got a hint that something was coming. And I go to bed. I wake up and it's white. I mean, there was not even a speck of white before I went to bed. She's doing fine. Got her headphones on, typing away. Will you make sure to say hello for me, please? And I'm hoping I get to visit both of you one day soon. I'm good, but my PC's gone and broke and not happy. Oh no, what happened? Lee? It's gone and it broke and not happy. I wouldn't be happy either. I'm using my PC now, and if my PC broke, it's amazing how much we get connected to things nowadays. Like, I grew up without technology, right? I didn't even have a phone. Well, okay, I had a phone when I started going to college. My parents gave me one of those phones that had so many minutes on it. what are they called? Oh, good. Hi, Crystal. Oh, what's it called? Track phone. That's what it's called, right? I had a track phone. It was a dumb phone, track phone, and not even a dumb phone, I suppose, at that. It wasn't something you jumped on and chit-chatted away or chit-chatted away. No, it's called emergencies only. So I had that on me just in case, and it was good because I had something happened. Was it a tire popped? Something happened, and I had to use it to call my parents. And then at the time, I had, through my parents, I had something called AAA. And they came and took care of business. But I mean, other than that, every once in a while, I play something called Oregon Trail on the computer. But it was really like not fast paced, right? It was a slow paced, minimal graphics or whatever you call it. But it was fun at the time. And then we got to pick like one cartoon each Saturday to watch. I mean, it was very limited. And I'm happy my parents had it that way because it made me enjoy life more. I was outdoors with the animals, I was in nature, I was building forts, I was planting flowers. That's why I think I really want to be back in the country. If my solo focus was this and this, then maybe it wouldn't matter so much because you could do all this anywhere. So anyway, yeah, the longest time I had no phone really, no computer really. And then for the longest time I had I had dial up towards the beginning of me being married. So we had limited dial up, which I even remember the tone. Like when I was dialing. And then the only problem was when that was connected, then your phone was disconnected. So I couldn't get phone calls. Not that I got many through the home line if I was on the internet. And then something happened, and then my husband at the time thought somebody was like spamming us, or I think there was a different name occurred on our account. It was weird, and maybe it was. I don't know. So then we got rid of that. But I had the home line for the longest of time. If I wanted to do anything on a cell phone, I used his, which was just I think as you call it, a dumb phone. I don't think it had anything other than calling and texting. I don't think. And then my car broke down at one point. I used to call before I left my parents so that if I didn't show up back at home, then he would know or somebody would know. My parents or him would maybe, if they were paying attention to how long it's been, might know I broke down because that was my only way of communication. It's like I didn't have a phone on me. Actually, a lot of times it'd be my parents because he was probably gone when I did that. But anyway. Yeah, so long story longer, I ended up breaking down on the side of the road and it was cold and had some other peoples with me. And so after that, I convinced them that maybe we get rid of the home line and just switch it to a phone. Because it was nice to be able to have communication with me if I had troubles in the car. Especially if you have old cars, they're going to break down. I mean, any car can break down, but older cars. Okay, guys, sliding out. I see you all later. Bye. Bye there, CR. All channel things in on hard drive and flash pen. Yeah, that stinks. Anyway, yeah, so I ended up with the phone, and then eventually, I guess once more better technology came out and I was able to convince, then we got the Wi-Fi and PC and all that. But anyway, long story longer, I'm glad I didn't have that as a kid, and I feel bad for the ones that are so addicted to the stuff nowadays because it's hard to get a lot of children, I think, to get out, or even adults, I suppose, to get out and just enjoy life. My audio is out of sync. What? Yeah, that's a Restream or YouTube thing. I know it's done it before. Close your eyes. Don't look. Oh, I don't know. Starting to feel a little funky and a little tired, and I think I need to get up and do something, I guess. But yeah, with all that, eventually I'd like to be out in the country again, be it through somebody, with somebody, or myself. Obviously, if it's by myself, it'll probably be a while. But that's okay. I will figure out. And yeah, I'm sorry if my audio is out of sync because I know it's quite annoying. Ugh. Drives me up a wall. Drives me up a wall. I'll go like this. Then you can't tell when I'm talking. You don't know when my lips are moving, Captain Jerk. Although I was probably talking and I had the cup by my mouth, right? I'll channel things back up. Well, are you able to fix it, Lee? Or is it just, that's it, it's toast? Maybe you can have somebody fix it. But yeah, I should probably let you go because in about, what? It's like 7.5 hours from now or something like that. Tay and I will be on. It'll be at 6:30 Central Standard Time. We'll probably only be on for 20 to 30 minutes unless we get really lengthy in our chit chat. Yeah, I think I was starting to feel funky without being TMI, but I think between drinking and eating, I think something is moving through me. It's making me feel a little tingly and weird, but I think it's because it's affecting nerves. I don't know. I got weird stuff going on. I need a vacation. I need to, not be, all alone so I don't have to think about it as much, maybe. Ultimately, it'd be great. Is go down south, be in the sun, and then eventually in the country. Yeah. Toast. Getting new PC tomorrow. Oh man, that sucks. All your stuff was on there though. Unless you're able to, I don't know how that works with the drives and stuff. Hard drive and flash pen. Are you able to move that to your new one? I know stuff, but I don't know stuff either. Yeah. Lee, I know your time zone is way different than mine, but if you're around at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, don't know what time that would be for you. You can come say hi, but that might be quite late for you or early for you. Captain Jerk, hope to see you later, and everybody else that's here. With that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to put the countdown. It's like a 5-minute countdown. So if there's any more chitty chatty you want to chitty chatty about, I will keep it open. I'll see it and or type. Yeah, Captain Jerk, you've been here for a long time this round. Thank you for that. And thank you to everybody else that's here. I'm assuming there's others in the background that are just not speaking much, and that's okay. All can move to the new one. Oh, that's good. And then nobody put any ones in the chat, really, except for CR. So this might be the last fishy stream for a while. So you better enjoy. Unless I see lots of ones after I continue this countdown. Oh, they're 5 hours ahead. So yeah, so it would be quite early or late. Let's see, 6:30. So 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. So if he's a late nighter, maybe. Depends. It depends if you wear them. All right, bye everyone.